Bubba, Zumba back. And now for the man of the hour, Jim Parker. Yes.
I'm back right here. That's right, me, Jim Parker here, the Jim Parker Show with my sidekick, Ray Senovix. All right, Ray. You came in a little too early on that one, okay? Just next time, follow my lead, and we'll be okay. Okay? Alrighty then. But sir, I was just doing what I was. Ray. We're live on air here. We're doing a little YouTube in here, so let's get the people out here. A big round of applause for coming and listening to our podcast here, our show here on YouTube. This is Jim Parker, the Jim Parker Show, and well, we bring it to you live. We bring it to you straight with gaming news, movie news, political news, you name it. We got it here on the Jim Parker Show. Everything's all great here. Well, anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to be talking about today? You got it. Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Oh, sir, I can't wait to talk about this after TJ and MJ got to do their little review.
Yes, they did do a little review. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, I have to quite say this myself on that. I don't understand what is going on with LucasArts, with Disneyland, with JJ Racky, stupid, no good for nothing, Ryan Johnson, Abrams, Kathleen Weakness Kennedy.
You okay, sir?
Yeah, just speaking their names kind of makes you puke a little bit inside and kind of gags your throat down deep and chokes you up a little bit. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, with that right there being said, I guess you probably know what what we're going to be talking about here, and basically Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and what the hell went wrong? Really? Oh my gosh, where do we begin, Ray?
Well, sir, we can definitely begin where J.J. Abrams started the his Star Wars movie. It was kind of like The New Hope almost. Yes, it definitely was like A New Hope, wasn't it? The Force Awakens? You mean The Force Awakens: A New Hope? JJ. It was great how you started it. I'll say this much. JJ's movie, when he first brought his out, it was good. It had its potentials. He brought in some new characters. They looked like they was going to go out and probably start off a new little franchise of Luke and Leia and Han kind of characters. Really kind of missed the mark in some areas, but they had some potential. But did they quite make the mark? Oh, I had to say not. Not when Ryan Johnson came about and pretty much pissed all over The Force Awakens. So, ladies and gentlemen, so this is going to be a rant. We already know that the TJ and MJ, as you must have seen their little review on this movie here. Well, me and a little Ray Shunovix here, we just basically, we want to come out here and tell you our little piece on it. It's horrible. Okay, let's just go straight to the point. Let's get just straight down to the point blank. The movie sucked. And I do mean it sucked. Look, what is this? A pork? Was that what they called that? A pork? Yeah, sir, I think that was pork. Actually, I like the porks. They're kind of cute. Ray! Really?
Little pork, little thing. Man, Chewbacca was getting ready to eat one of them things, and it looked really delicious, by the way, peoples. Looked delightfully delicious. I mean, I really wanted one of those porks for, maybe like a Kentucky Fried Chicken meal there or something, It's like, and Chewie got, he basically got, PC'd on it, politically correctified on eating the poor little pork. The whole social justice warrior craziness is all throughout Last Jedi, peoples. All throughout our precious Star Wars has literally been annihilated by these people. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with Disney. Disney, hello. Yeah, you guys bought the movie from Mr. George Lucas, who gracefully gave his ideas, his mastery, his flavor of sci-fi to the world. This was something that kids. I was a little kid when I saw this movie. Ray, do you understand what I'm talking about here? Yes, sir. I do. You're kind of old. No, what's that? No, Ray. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not old. I just came out at a period of time that, happened to be around 76. And, I was about 6 years old. And I would have to say I was in love. Jaw dropped. I was sitting there at the drive-in theater. Like I said, sir, you were, drive-in theaters are way old time. Ray, this is not about my age. We're talking about Star Wars Last Jedi and my time with it, okay? Why don't you hush? Okay, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Like Ray said, I was old. I mean, not old. I was there. Okay, I was six. Ray. Okay, when I saw this movie come out, 1976. I believe Star Wars hit the big screen, the silver screen, and it was huge. It was lovely. It was wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, it was like a fantasy come true. And, you got introduced to to these characters. Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, bing, bing, with his laser pistols, and Ben Kenobi, and Princess Leia. Okay, you guys want to talk about a strong woman? You want to talk about a real strong woman? That's a strong woman. Miss Carrie Fisher, who played Princess Leia, that was probably the epitome of strong women back in the time when women were supposed to be just little playing with Barbie dolls. But no, not Princess Leia. She was raw. And she earned her stripes to be raw. Because she didn't just come out as a little Mary Sue. I'm already badass, and everything I do is better than you. No. She worked her way up. She earned her stripes, people. Unlike Rey. I don't know what the heck Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy here. Well, of course, here, yeah, you got Kathleen Kennedy. All along, this woman's been a feminist for the longest time. And I'm not talking about the good feminists. There's two types of feminist people. The ones that actually fought for real rights for women. And then the ones that fight like, oh my gosh, I want to get paid for the same thing that men get paid for, but I want to work less hours. And then say, we're not getting paid equally. Or, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so not to get into all that political jura, but that's what they're doing in this. They're throwing all the women, all the guys are weak and they're cheesy and they're Poe. Poor Poe. Yeah, poor Poe. He ends up getting jacked over by that Hulu. What's her name? I don't know, Ray. I didn't pay attention. I just call her the purple hair chick with the long giraffe neck and the little prom dress that she was wearing. What the heck was that about? She's supposed to be some high-tech general, and she comes in when Princess Leia goes into some coma after Princess Leia gets swooped out into space, who should have died flying back to the damn spaceship like a superhero. Come on! Anyway. So, yeah, they got all the social justice warrior messages in this, and all the men, of course, are, macho, brainless, ape-like men, and we're just pointless, and all the women are just great. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? That ain't thin. Come on, you guys. I thought you guys were about social justice. Well, you made a brother. Okay, a brother. Here, let's put our fists up, people. You made the brother look like a goofball. Coming all out there with a spurting water out of his thing. Where's Ray? Poe, the freaking ship's being blown up and shiz inside, and Poe's like, yo, man, get into an X-Wing. Let's go out there and fight these guys. Yeah. That's what we got right there, peoples. We got nothing but stupidity throughout this entire movie. And I really just don't even know where to begin with all this. I mean, they destroyed all of our hero characters. All of our hero characters have pretty much been destroyed. R2-D2 and C-3PO were pretty much almost non-existent in the movie. They made BB-8 like he was freaking, Robot Man, who was able to freaking get into, what was that with that part, Ray, where he got into, I think it was an ATT, sir. It was one of those or something like that. It was ATST, or I think it was ATST. Yeah, ATST, that's what it was. He got into an ATST. And I guess nobody knew. He ends up saving Finn when he was fighting Phantasmo. Another character who I thought could have been a really badass character, actually. If they would have gave her some parts! What did she show up between both movies? The woman was literally in about maybe
what, 5 to 10 minutes of the entire, what, both movies combined? What kind of bull hockey is that? But anyway, so little BB-8 here, this little guy here and the little X-Wing back here, you're saying, go back to that, please. Why did you change? I didn't try to change. Well, you changed it, Ray. I saw your finger. You pushed the button. I didn't try. Ray, if I saw you push the button, you pushed the button. Okay? So anyway, BB-8 over here, the little ball with another ball on his head, looks like Frosty the Snowman droid over here. Well, he gets into a ATST and saves Finn from almost getting pulverized by Phantasmo. Okay? I think it's Phantasma, sir. You call her Phantasmo, apples, eaters, orchids, whatever you want to call. I'm calling it Phantasmo, okay? Because she doesn't deserve the rest of her name because she didn't get to do squizzity doodly squiddly dot in the movie, and that's all I got to say about that. So BB-8 comes in, and next thing you know, the thing gets blown, the thing comes off, and then you realize it's freaking BB-8 in there. You was hoping maybe it would have been like, I don't know, Chewie, or it would have been like maybe who was the thief guy, the guy that got to play the code breaker dude, that guy, Antonio something, whatever his name is. We didn't get to see him very much in the movie too. He was like all of a sudden he was like, the guy that kind of breaks him out of jail. But what codes did he really break? Did he break any codes? I don't even remember how did they get into the ship? How did they get to the ship without getting blown away? That's what I kind of want to know. Okay, yeah, there's a ship coming our way. It looks like it could be a rebel. Oh no, I think we better just let it go on through, and maybe they might break our codes or something. Really? Anyway, so you got stupid scenes like that. You got Finn and Rose running off to a little casino planet. I don't know why they thought that was going to be great. Like they're trying to re-emulate the, cantina of Tatooine. And, Han and Ben and Luke up there talking about getting into escaping and going after the big, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, So that was their little big thing. Rose and Finn off saving animals. They literally took about 30 minutes of the movie to do that. I mean, what happened to the rest of the story? What was going on? Like, these guys are, sneaking around, trying to, find a code breaker, and they're freeing animals. Don't free the slave kids, by the way. Yeah, go figure on that one. The kids didn't get freed. No, let's free the kids. And Rose was, I'm so glad we did this. This was all worth the trip. All worth the trip to save some animals, but leave the kids still back there in slavery? Really? Come on! I tell you, man, the points that they tried to make in this movie were just absolutely dumbified. But yeah, J.J. Abrams, he's getting ready to make his next movie here soon. Episode 9, but I'm trying to figure out how he's going to do that, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of people did not like this movie. Okay, let's just put it out there. Let's just go right let's just get right to it. Okay, people did not like this movie. The fans, the hardcore fans. Okay, the guys that go and sit in the lines for hours, for days, sometimes to get just a ticket. I was one of those people. I used to sit in the lines and camp out. It was fun. I loved it. You think I'm going to camp out for episode 9? Hells to the nah. I am not going to go see this movie. You want to know why? And at first I was kind of thinking, well, maybe I might go see J.J. Abrams' movie. Maybe I might go see it out, and so forth. Not until he had to go out there and make that little comment he made. Oh, yeah, J.J. Abrams, don't think we didn't hear that. Don't think all of us fans are just going to we'll just let that wash away. No, bruh. You're talking to real, true, real hardcore, down to earth. Yeah, you're talking to us, okay? You're talking to people that know better. And you're going to make a little comment out like that. What was that little sexist comment thing? Oh, people that didn't like Last Jedi are sexist and they're against women. Really, JJ? Is that where you're going to go with this? Oh, you want to go down and start throwing blows. Oh, that's how you want to start rolling. All right, fool. Oh, but did you get that on the chin? I hope it didn't hurt. Yeah, JJ, that's what's going to happen to your dadgum wallet. when you put that movie out, because I guarantee you, and I'm pretty sure most of the Star Wars fans out there, the hardcore ones that are all pissed off that you see all over YouTube, and yes, Disney, they're all over YouTube. You might want to check a couple of them out. Maybe rethink your processing of how you're going to come out with these next Star Wars movies, because I'm going to tell you right now, you guys are about to lose your money. And you know what's so funny? You want to know the funny thing about this is that they're so their egos are so huge that they actually think they can start saying things to the fans and everything, and they don't realize that their movie, they come out with this whole notion as, this is their argument, well, the movie made $1.8 billion in the first week. Yeah, we had a success. You want to know why you had a success, Disney? You had a success because you fooled all of us. You all had us thinking that you guys were actually about to do something great with Star Wars, and then you pulled the freaking wool over our eyes, basically, and making us, confused at what we thought we were going to get to see, and actually didn't really actually happen. So after we paid our money, yeah, you got the money, motherfuckers, because we paid it already to see your bullshit. And now we realize that we were led to the slaughter. The sheep were led to the slaughter. We were fooled. We were bamboozled. Right, Ray?
Yeah, I would have to say I was bamboozled, sir, because I really thought that, my hard-earned money that I spent was going towards a movie that was really going to be significant and bring back the whole Star Wars, just fever. And now the fever is just gone.
Yeah, Ray. Fever, if you want to call it that. I never had a fever, but but anyway. So Disney, yeah, you got us. Okay, you got my money the first time around. Yeah, you can brag that you guys made a lot of money and everything, and that's great. Yeah, we made a lot of money. Look at us, we fooled those idiots. Oh yeah, those idiots. Those guys really are not going to know what's going on now. wait till we pull out our next movie. They're all going to be dumbass idiots and watch it again. Really? You think so, Disney? Yeah, about half your fan base for the movie, and believe me, bro. Believe me, see, what you guys forgot about is that Star Wars wasn't just the fact that it was created by George Lucas and had all these, cool characters that, came together and made a movie great. No, Star Wars was made famous and built. Yeah, turn away from that picture. I don't see that, bro. That brother ain't no brother to me. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. All right. So, yeah, we'll be talking about this fool here next, Kylo. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, Star Wars was created by the fans, my friend. Its life source is the fans. So if the fans start dimming out, Disney, what do you think is going to start happening to your big budget, big money making that you're hoping to make on your next movie, Episode 9? Yeah. How's that going to work out for you? I'll tell you how it's going to work out. And you know what? You know where they're going to see it? Where they're going to really see it at, Ray? Where's that, Ray? When the daggum DVDs of Last Jedi come out. That's right. When DVDs and the HD and the 14K videos, when they put them out there on the market for everybody to go and buy them and rent them, you guys will find out how many fans really you still have left. They're going to be coming out there. That'll be a big opening because everybody that's a hardcore Star Wars fan, let me tell you right now, especially me, I'm the biggest of them all. I got all the Star Wars stuff. Okay? I got all the Star Wars stuff. And let me tell you right now. Let me tell you something. Okay? I have all the action figures. I have all the cool Star Wars toys. Another thing you guys are going to have to look at is your Star Wars toys situation. Ain't that right, Ray?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the Star Wars toys have not been doing very well in most of the stores. There's a lot of videos out there that are showing this to be very true. And you go to any of these stores and you'll see most of these Star Wars toys are still on the shelves. They're even putting them down to breaking down the prices on them,
Yeah, they're bringing down the prices to like ultimate lowness, like a freaking Millennium Falcon they had for maybe $100, $120, and that's pretty heavy spice, right? Well, now you can get that same Millennium Falcon, ladies and gentlemen, for about $30. Action figures that were going for about maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks or something like that. Some of the bigger ones and everything. Yeah, those ones there, down to a good $3. Some are $2. Some are even 99 freaking cents. So, yeah. So that's kind of an indicator, Disney, that a lot of people didn't really like your characters. Rian Johnson. Yeah, we're going to put that. Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams. We'll put those two together because J.J. came up with characters and Rian destroyed them. And J.J.'s out there actually defending these Mr. Rian Johnson now. Isn't that true, Ray? He's defending them?
Yes, sir. Well, it showed in an interview that J.J. Abrams says that he loved The Last Jedi and that Rian Johnson did an excellent job. And you know that's got to be a full-on blanket lie because there's no way this guy came up with these characters only for some other douchebag to come over there and go ahead and destroy what he created.
Yes, Ray. Well said. And I have to second that motion because JJ, you made some characters and your other director guy over there who pretty much said, forget you, Ray, I'm going to piss all over your freaking characters and I'm going to piss all over it and I'm going to make sure that those guys are a bunch of dumbasses and I'm going to make Finn look like a goof bunny. I'm going to make Poe into a stupid, ignorant jock and I'm going to make all the girls really cool. Oh, by the way, your cool Phantasma chick? Oh, done. I'm not going to even give her barely any movie time. She's going to get about 5 minutes. That's it. And then Finn's going to kind of kick her ass, kind of. Okay, kind of. And then she's going to fall into a blanket of fiery, blastering destruction. Done by me, Rian Johnson. Yeah, that's what Rian did to your characters. Snoke, he killed him like he was like nothing. What was that all about, peoples? Snoke? This is a guy that everybody was thinking was going to be the next, badass emperor, right? Everybody was thinking he was going to be Sith Plagueis, Sith Plagueis, Sidious, whatever. He was supposed to be somebody you thought was going to be one of these major cats from back in the days of the Knights of the Old Republic, right? A lot of people love to see the Knights of the Old Republic and everything. Probably won't ever get to see it, Star Wars fans, because Disney's a bunch of freaking idiots. But that being said, they all thought that Snoke was probably going to be one of these badass characters, right? Palpatine's freaking mentor who actually learned how to cheat death and relive and bring life back to everything, which is what Anakin was trying to, get that info to save Padme and all this other stuff, right? All this deep mystery and lore and all that was all in a buildup over this character. And did Rian Johnson think about any of that? No, ladies and gentlemen. Rian Johnson said, I'm going to piss all over your character. I'm going to have him have so much power, but he's going to be so stupid that little Kylo Ren over here, who's a freaking little brat, is going to be able to manipulate a lightsaber right by his side, and it's going to go so swizzle, swazzle, sizzle, swazzle. Cut him in half. Cut him in half. And he's supposed to be an all-powerful Jedi or Sith or whatever the heck Snoke was supposed to be with his little gold robes on. He looked like a transvestite robe man. I don't know what the heck he was. He was something. But anyway, so, Snoke's gone. Bye-bye. Don't get to see him. Thought maybe Luke was going to be able to fight him in in the next movie or something like that. It would be a big old combat flow with that. There's so many deep scenarios that everybody online was talking about and all the theories and the great ideas that everybody was coming up when you were watching all these YouTube stuff and Collider was up there, had their theories and stuff. The movie talk guys over there, they were talking about it, and everybody's ideas sounded great. You would have thought maybe Rian Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy, all these guys over there at Disney would have been able to say, you know what, some of these ideas are freaking awesome. I actually think these would be some great ideas. Let's go with it. No, comes Kathleen Kennedy. No, women are the force. We are the force. Force is female. Yeah, so no.
No, we're going to kill him off. Yeah, we don't need him. We just need Rey to be powerful. All of a sudden, she knows everything. And I think she should be the baddest character ever in Star Wars. And this will be the baddest Star Wars. This will beat out any of George Lucas's dumb ideas. That's what Kathleen Kennedy is pretty much saying to everybody. Kathleen Kennedy thinks she knows better than George Lucas. The guy who came up with Star Wars. The man... Let's get real. The man who came up with Star Wars is being called out by Kathleen Kennedy. And hello, Kathleen. Nobody would freaking know who the frick you were if it wasn't because of George Lucas, who brought your stupid ass into the daggum arena with him to be a producer or executive producer. Pretty much that's all she was. She just throws out, she knows how to work with money. She's been around all these franchises for all this time. She's been around the George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, been around she's been around the whole Indiana Jones era, the whole Star Wars era. She knows all this stuff backwards and forwards, people, you would think. But really, all along, this woman had an agenda. Her agenda was, wait one day when I fool George Lucas into believing I can be the one that can bring his trilogies to a whole nother light. Yeah, she brought him to a whole nother light, peoples. To a social justice warriors bullshit crap. No good for nothing. You know what I'm saying. So that was Kathleen Kennedy coming in there, stomping on everything. Pretty much took over George Lucas. And remember you guys remember when you saw that interview with Kathleen Kennedy and George Lucas there, when they were interviewing them, and how George Lucas was talking about he's going to get ready to sell it over to, Disney and all the wonderful things were going to go out of that. Well, yeah. Yeah, she was up there promising George Lucas that, no, I'm going to keep those characters. They're going to be safe under me. I'm going to make sure that your ideas, George Lucas, are going to be, well kept and they're going to be more than what they were, when you brought them up. And we're going to save those characters. We're going to keep to the content of those characters. Yeah, you kept to the content with Luke, didn't you? Didn't you, Kathleen? Made Luke look like a hobo, drinking green sap milk from some dinosaur-looking, titty fondling-looking thing. I'm surprised they didn't have Luke fondling the thing. It seemed like he liked it. He's all freaking squeezing the breasts of this creature. Creature's looking like all double fun. He's squeezing my nipples and pouring milk out of my nipples. Yeah, that was Luke in this movie, people. Anybody remember Luke ever being like that? In any of the Star Wars movies? Yeah, Kathleen, you really kept to the real content of the Star Wars characters of Luke, Leia, and Han. Yeah, you guys freaking destroyed all three of those characters. Just destroyed it. You made Leia into somebody that was just kind of like, really? Leia didn't even seem like Leia to me anymore. It was almost like she barely had, I don't know, I couldn't put my finger on it. It was almost like Leia was there, but she wasn't there. She just kind of was, said a couple things here and there, but it wasn't the old Princess Leia. Not the Princess Leia we all grew up with. These are the characters we grew up with here. Remember Return of the Jedi? Yes, sir, Return of the Jedi was great. Rey! Calm down. Gosh, I know you love it, but good grief. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, Return of the Jedi. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, these type of movies. Remember these great characters? Remember how the story was built, how everything just flowed smoothly, and it came to a darkness with the Emperor and his Imperial Guards there, and of course, Rian Johnson. I guess he thought he would steal the whole Imperial Guards thing and give them to Snoke, and they were kind of cool looking, but really, they just didn't seem like they were that badass. I mean, these were supposed to be well-trained, badass masters of fighting, and they got their asses beat by two kids who really didn't know shiz. I mean, Kylo should have been able to do some serious shiz, but Rey swinging a lightsaber around like it's a baseball bat, swizzle, the woman had no chance. Let's get to Rey. Let's go right to that. Okay, because we can't make this too long, people. I know I'm ravening and ratting all over the place over this thing, but Rey, ladies and gentlemen, Rey. Oh my gosh, Rey. Okay, so here's why everybody's calling her social justice or Mary Sue. Okay, that's the big word for Rey, Mary Sue. Rey
basically came out of nowhere, out of a desert somewhere, and all of a sudden this girl is just got ultimate power. She goes to get trained by Luke Skywalker, okay, who's on some secluded planet, tropical, I don't know what kind of island it was. It was made of rocks with a bunch of turtle ladies. And yeah, so she comes there to get training. She gives Luke the daggum lightsaber, his old lightsaber. Luke looks at it like, oh, whatever, this is a freaking piece of trash, throws it over his shoulder. Like, really? He would really do that? Like, really? And so now she's asking for training. Hey, your sister's in trouble. Kylo, your nephew, he's freaking running amok. And Luke's like, oh, I'm not doing that no more. I'm retired. I'm not dealing with all that. I'm sitting here in my little cave over here, and I'm gonna sit here and drink green milk all day, and maybe go catch me a couple sea bass that is about the size of your leg. Yeah, that's the life for me. Yeah. That's what Luke's doing now. So, but he basically, she's trying to ask him to train him. He's kind of like in no man's land. I don't do that shit no more. I don't try to do Jedi. I ain't trying to be Jedi. Okay, Luke, you just gave up. He didn't give up on his dad. He didn't give up on his friends in Empire Strikes Back. Luke was hardcore. Luke was like, I'm a hero. I'm going after my peoples. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to save my sister. I'm going to save my best friend. He even left training early just so he could do it. Now he's like, I don't want to. I'm a coward. I'm afraid. It didn't scare me then. It really scares me now. What was that? Because Rey kind of drifted into a little too far into the dark area. I didn't even see where the frick she even drifted. She went into some little dark pit under the water and was looking into mirrors. What was that signifying? I don't even know what that was signifying. At least when Luke Skywalker went on Dagobah and went into the little snake infested cave there, it was all dark and gloomy and crystal, and he faced Darth Vader and chopped the face off of Darth Vader and saw that it was his own face. There was a reason behind that. It was showing that, you could be the next Darth Vader if you don't watch yourself, buddy, because you're going to end up going to the dark side if you let your anger take over your feelings. And that was the whole message behind that. Rey, I'm going to go into a mirror and there's going to be 100,000 of me just popping up out of nowhere. And I'm going to keep looking into this mirror. What the hell was she looking at in the mirror? Herself. That's it. That's all you saw. I got nothing out of that. There was no message, no kind of idea. No, I couldn't even think of what? What do you think, Rey? I mean,
I didn't see anything, sir. I thought that, she looks really pretty. She looked pretty in the mirror. She looked really pretty.
Rey, is that all you're thinking about right now? Just, she looked pretty in the mirror. Oh, look at her. She looks pretty. Rey, you know what? I don't even know why I bother asking you anything. You come up with stupid, dumb answers for stuff. Jeez. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so that was Rey. So the girl comes in there, and not only does she not learn anything, she doesn't. Luke finally decides, okay, maybe I'll train her after freaking R2-D2 shows him an old message of Princess Leia. Right? That joggles his mind and goes, yeah, you know what, that kind of reminds me, R2. Okay, that's not fair, R2. You hit me below the belt. Okay, I guess I'll train her. Decides he's going to train her for 3 freaking days. What happens on the first day? Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the force. Okay, that's it. That was the force training. Because guess what? The rest of the training didn't even happen. Because Luke got all freaked out when she went too far into the meditation and everything, saw some dark, and he says, I've seen this before, I wasn't scared then, but I'm scared now. I'm scared. He's scared, peoples. Luke Skywalker's scared. Scared? You should have been scared when you went up against the Emperor. You should have been scared when you went up against freaking Darth Vader and the Emperor. I mean, there should have been a lot of times you were scared. I would have been scared going up against that Kraken beast that you fought in freaking Return of the Jedi, and when you was freaking down in the Jabba the Hutt's freaking pit. You should have been scared those times. But you're scared because the girl had a little freaking drift into the force of the dark side? I gotta get away. I'm running. Let me get out of here. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Rian Johnson, for making Luke into a coward. Yeah, Kathleen, I bet you're all clapping now. See, girls, men are cowards. Us women are powerful. See, you don't see Ray running, but Luke, ooh, he's a freaking no good for nothing coward. Ray even's good. Well, hey, Ryan, make a scene where Ray kind of, chases after Luke, and then she hits him with a stick and knocks him to the ground. Yeah, people, this is actually happening in Last Jedi. Because Luke is kind of getting freaked out by her, and he doesn't want to train her and so forth, and all this other bullshit. Ray comes up on him and says, listen, you gonna train me, motherfucker. Pow! Pops him beside the head. Oh! Luke falls to the ground. He's looking at her like in panic. Like, please don't kill me. Look, that was the look he had in his eyes, people. It was just a look like, really, Luke? You face crazier things than this, and you're freaking out over this chick? And then not on top of that, she freaking uses the force, pulls the lightsaber to her hand, and it brings it down towards his head like she was about to do something. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm about to take your ass out. Now you gonna train me, or I'm gonna switch your head off with this lightsaber. Luke's like, okay, I'll train you. Really? Are you serious? Luke's supposed to be a Jedi Master. He's supposed to be like beyond what Ben Kenobi and all the rest. He's supposed to be the shizzle now. And this Mary Sue comes up and jacks him up. Why does she need training if she's already beaten the Master? She knocked him to the ground. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I just actually kicked your butt to the ground. Why do I need you? I'll just train myself, which is what she did, ladies and gentlemen. She trained herself in the frickin' movie. Because she didn't get any other training other than breathe in, breathe out, do you feel the force? I'm sorry, but that just made me gag, okay? That really made me gag. Just thinking about that. Do you feel like barfing right now, Ray? Do you? Because I feel like barfing all over this movie right now. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was that scene right there, Mary Sue. There's not really much more to really say about this movie, people. It sucked. It was horrible. It was not a Star Wars movie. This was not a Star Wars movie. This was a Disney hating on its fans. And Star Wars hating, it's basically, it was a fan destroyer. And they think that they're actually going to keep being able to keep making Star Wars movies. You guys are missing the fine point of any of these Star Wars movies. You guys bought the movie from George Lucas thinking that you guys are going to be able to blow this franchise and make more and more money than even Lucas ever made on it. Well, guess what? You guys pretty much screwed that up for yourselves. I hope you're happy. As I'm telling you right now, the real hardcore Star Wars fans, which is more than half of your freaking population of people that come to see your movie, they're not going to go see your next movie. Trust me included. I am not going to go see that movie at all. Are you, Ray? Well, I was kind of thinking, you know what, Ray? I don't even want to ask you that question because you're going to probably say something stupid and I'm going to end up slapping you upside your head. That's what's going to happen. So anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, nobody's going to go see this movie. Okay, you're going to have your little fruitcakes out there, your little snowflakes. They're going to go watch it. Yeah, they may watch it. They're not going to be out there camping out like real Star Wars fans do. They're not going to be out there buying their pre-buying their tickets 2-3 months ahead to get in to go see the new Star Wars movie. Oh, I can't wait. Remember when we were always all like, oh, dude, the new Star Wars movie's getting ready to come out. Oh, man, I can't wait, man. Oh, I even saw people crying when they heard about the new Star Wars movie when J.J. Abrams was making it. I saw YouTubers, years before the movie came out, a couple years before the movie came out, it was just an announcement. And they were just like, oh my God, they're going to make a new Star Wars movie. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. That's a Star Wars fan, okay? Those are real hardcore Star Wars fans, and you guys pissed them off. You pissed all of them off. And so none of them are going to come see your movie. None of them are going to come out there and pay out. And the ones that do come see your movie, yeah, there'll be a couple little pickups there. You'll have some. But the Star Wars fans are the ones that actually bring in more fans. Yeah, you guys are forgetting all the dynamics of this. The Star Wars fans bring in more fans. They're the ones that sing it to their children and to their kids or their friends, and they spread it to their friends and this and that, and they introduce the old Star Wars, because every Star Wars fan has to start off with the old trilogy, right? The first trilogy, George Lucas's Star Wars, okay? Not J.J. Abrams and Ryan Weakness, okay? George Lucas, okay? God love America and George Lucas, because George Lucas was is an American icon for freaking sci-fi movies. He put the stamp on sci-fi. Okay, George Lucas, man. Dadgum, man. I'm sorry they just jacked your whole Star Wars flow up, man. They just took your mess and just stomped on it, man. They just stomped on it. And Kathleen Kennedy, she stabbed you in your back, George Lucas. Stabbed you in your back, man. She took a dadgum freaking rod. Take that, George. Take it. And I'm going to grind it in your spine. How you like that fill right there, George? Oh, please, Kathleen, stop. No, motherfucker, I'm a woman and I'm going to roar because women are the force. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's what actually happened right there, people. I almost want to say the leftists took over Star Wars, and like they do in every place else where they ruin everything, they're ruining Star Wars. That's exactly what's happening here, people. You got Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Well, it's going to be the last Star Wars that most of us are ever going to watch. They should make their new movie the last Star Wars that any Star Wars fan will ever watch. That should be your title of your next movie, JJ. Matter of fact, it should have been the title for this one. It shouldn't have been The Last Jedi. Like I said, it should have been the last Star Wars movie that anybody will ever watch. Because when JJ gets his movie out there, guess what? Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody. At least not any of us sane-minded, real hardcore Star Wars fans are. We're done. Boycott. Anybody hear boycott coming in the air? I could smell boycott in the air. It smells delicious. What do you got? Give me a little sauce on that. Yeah. I'm going to eat it up. That's right. Because Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson are a bunch of nincompoops idiots. And then Disney has the freaking nerve to say, yeah, let's give Rian Johnson 3 new trilogies. Yeah, that'll be smart. All the Star Wars fans hated it, but yeah, we'll just give him a freaking, we'll go ahead and give him another freaking trilogy. Yeah, that'll be great. Hey, Ryan, while you're at it this time, why don't you make every character in the movie a woman? That'll be even better. Just don't put any men in there. And just say, you know what? The Star Wars universe actually was always women. There was never any men. Just do that. It's full on Amazon Star Wars. Star Wars, the next Amazon. That's what it should be. All of his new movies. And then give the freaking franchise back to George Lucas so he could put out some real shiz. You know what I'm saying? Let George Lucas come back and bring out Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic or something like that. Something that the fans really want. Something that George Lucas comes back with a movie. I guarantee you everybody will be watching that movie. I guarantee you if George Lucas was making a movie again between him and JJ and Rian Johnson, how many Star Wars fans do you think are going to go, let me go pick Rian Johnson over George Lucas? I think not. Because George Lucas was the idea. He was the motivator. He was the mind behind the machine. He had a couple other people there that were with him as well. Don't get me wrong. But George Lucas was the icon. He was the master. Yes, long live George Lucas. Because him and Steven Spielberg were the ones that were making these masterful movies back in the 80s, my friend. And they freaking killed it. And now you come out here in the 2018, and these mother flipnecks over here, a bunch of snowflakes, the leftists, social justice warrior creeps, are just destroying it. Yep, that's what you're getting, ladies and gentlemen. The new whackness of Star Wars. Well, guess what? I'm not going to buy the new DVDs when they come out. I'm not buying any of their Star Wars weak-ass toys. And I'm definitely not going to go watch any of their freaking movies when they come out. Done, my friend. Now, Han Solo's story, I think maybe that might be something that could be good. You know, a lot of people are hating on it right now because they're still in that mode of hating on Last Jedi, and I don't blame them. But there could be something about that one because Ron Howard's behind that. And see, Ron Howard, he's a man that knows George Lucas. He's a man that knows that flow. Now, the only way this movie will be weak is if Ron Howard let Kathleen Kennedy put her little tentacles in there. If her tentacles are all wrapped around the freaking franchise of that in that movie, then the movie's going to suck. And everything. It's just going to suck. Now, a lot of people are not really liking the guy that's going to play Han Solo. There's some people don't think he looks like him. Some people this and that. I say let's see what he does. Let's see. But it's not going to be like something I'm just going to go rush to the movies on the first week that it comes out like I would normally do for a Star Wars movie. I mean, I tell you right now, most people normally with Star Wars fans, they can't wait to get into that theater first day. They got to see it on first day. That's how raw it is for them. I guarantee you, not everybody's going to be going to see this on first day, the Solo movie, because they're kind of jacked up over the whole Last Jedi with Rian Johnson. And Disney, if you guys want to lose all your money and lose your franchise of Star Wars, you guys keep on directing, letting Kathleen Kennedy run your bullshits. Let them keep doing your bullshits. Let Ryan Johnson keep doing his bullshits. And you guys are going to come out finding out that nobody's going to want to play with you anymore. You guys are going to start to look like a really bad company. Disney, yeah. It's up to you guys to start getting a little smart. Stop thinking that you're going to actually brainwash all of us, because it's not happening. You're not brainwashing us. You're not going to get on there and start hating on the fans, and the fans are going, oh, maybe they're right. Maybe we're too harsh on the movie. Maybe we should just give up all of our love for the real Star Wars and go for their stupid social justice warrior crap. Yeah, that'll be better for us. Yeah, let's just go ahead and follow along like robots to Disney. We believe you, Disney. We will sit down. We will pay you $18, $20, $30 for a freaking whack-ass movie. Live in the real world, Disney. It don't work like that. A revolution's coming, people, and it's going to be against Star Wars. Why is this picture again? Why is he back up on my screen? Ray.
Sir, I was moving along.
Look at this scene right here. Wasn't this the scene where Luke up there said, yeah, it's time for the Jedi to die. It's time for the Jedi to be no longer. Really? Time for the Jedi to disappear? Really? How's that going to happen? I mean, it's not like you're going to do anything about it, Luke, because you decided to stay away in that little cave you're in right now and say, I don't want to go out there into the world anymore. I'm afraid. So you're not going to stop any Jedis from coming about. Jedis are all over the place, you fathead. Ryan Johnson, of course, people. He put that little notion in there. Time for the Jedi to end. Come on now. The Last Jedi. Yeah, you're right. It is The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, The Last Star Wars, The Last anything. With these fools running the show. Huh. So that's my rant, peoples. I just had to get out there and let you guys know about what I think about this weak-ass movie. Because it is weak. It's just weak, and it has no balls. It has no substance. It has no freaking... It doesn't even have a real story. I mean, Ray, can you even sense the story in this? I mean, what was the story even about?
Honestly, sir, I don't really know. I mean, I thought, it was going to be about Finn, and then I thought it was going to be about Rey, and then I thought it was going to be Rey and Finn, and Rey and Finn. I thought they had a love story going on, but I guess now Finn's in love with Rose, and Rose is in love with Finn. Well, wait, I didn't get Finn in love with Rose thing, but, it was kind of stupid that, hello, peoples, let's just show how dudes actually work. You have a dorky looking chick, and then you got a fine ass looking chick over here. Which girl do you think the dude's gonna go for? If he's already with the one that's fine, do you think he's gonna go, don't want to be with the fine one no more, I want to be with the dorky little chunky one? Yeah, not many people. Just trying to say, just being real. I'm just being real. That's just how it is. Now, don't get me wrong. There's people out there for everybody. The little chunky one can get somebody too. But come on. Finn was already with Rey. Rey was already feeling Finn. Finn was already feeling Rey. Now all of a sudden, the guy, the girl that gets the kiss in the movie is freaking Rose. Rose and Finn. No wonder China freaking threw the movie out of their country. It's like, come on, and everything. They're like, come on, be real. That should be another indicator to you, Disney. China got rid of did you know China got rid of the whole movie, Ray? Yeah, I heard about that, sir. That China it was falling in sales and movie tickets there, and then they just didn't like it. They just, all of a sudden, the movie just was gone from their country.
Literally, peoples, what does that tell you? When an entire country says your movie sucks so bad that we don't even want to play it in any of our theaters in our country. Get that shizzle out of here. Send it back to the United States where all the rest of those social justice weak flaps are over there. They already saw the writing on the walls, Disney. China was like, no. Don't get rid of it. Sorry. This ain't Star Wars. Even the Chinese knew it. The Chinese! And this is a communist country. Come on! Get grief! God, freaking China don't even like your shizzle. That should tell you something right there. A whole damn country don't like your movie? I ain't never heard of no movie being booted out of the entire country. Have you, Ray?
No, sir, I don't say I can. I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's because there hasn't been. And maybe if there has been, we don't really know about it because it wasn't freaking thrown all over the media like it is now. I mean, we know China freaking got rid of Star Wars Last Jedi. The freaking movie sucked over there. They hated it. That they kicked it out of their country completely. They're not going to sell toys there. They're not going to show any freaking DVDs or HD or any of that stuff on Star Wars Last Jedi. None of it's going to go. It's gone. So Disney, what are you going to do about that now? So there's a whole country that doesn't want your shiz. On top of the fans here in this country here, United States of USA, okay, don't want your shiz. They can't stand your Last Jedi. And you guys are out there freaking trying to justify it and trying to defend it and try to, well, Rian Johnson did great. And yeah, funny how Kathleen Kennedy isn't doing too much defending of Rian Johnson after she put her freaking paws all over it and everything. You see Kathleen Kennedy up there freaking rooting for Ryan. Don't hear anything about Kathleen doing that. She's kind of staying away from him now because she wants to make sure that it doesn't fall on her. Well, it's too late, freaking Kathleen. And everything. I used to actually thought you was somebody that was going to be cool, Kathleen. I actually thought you was somebody because you were part of the freaking organization, from the get-go back in the day. And all along, you had this freaking plan to ruin Star Wars, to take George Lucas's ideas and just throw them down a freaking toilet, shizzle all over it, piss all over it. That's what you did, Kathleen, with your stupid social justice warrior crap and everything. You just did wrong. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's my info on this whole deal with Star Wars and Last Jedi weakness and so forth. It's just not happening. This is Jim Parker. Let's just giving it to you straight. It's not happening. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not, it's like really. I could say so much stuff about this movie, but it's making me sweat right now talking about this stuff. I'm angry about this because you ruined a childhood just joy and everything. And so I, along with all the rest of the YouTubers out there that are freaking hating on this movie, am throwing my 2 cents in saying I hate it too. And no, I am not going to go see J.J. Abrams' Star Wars Episode 9. Sorry, not camping out for it. Not going to buy no pre-tickets ahead of time. Maybe if it comes out on TV one year when it just happens to sneak up on me, I might see it there. But to go put my money, my hard-earned cash, on y'all bullshits, so you guys can keep throwing more dirt on the Star Wars fans? Nah. I ain't the one, bro. I ain't the one. It ain't happening. So you guys can go and take your little Star Wars new franchise and Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson and all your love over there with those flip necks. You guys keep on going and see how far you get without your Star Wars fans. See how far you get, Disney. I bet you guys are going to start seeing that your pockets are going to start going, oh, they're getting a little empty. It's getting a little empty in here. Hey, guys. Hey, you guys get anything on your end? No, nothing over here. Nothing over here either. Hey, what about you, Josie? Nothing over here. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Nothing over here. Because you guys are going to get anything. You guys are going to get little pennies now. Because the little new millennials that you guys are trying to, cater to, the millennials who basically can't pay attention to hardly anything. They're now those guys you'll be able to get over to your movie. The millennials, I think you'll be able to get those, because as long as you got these leftist professors out there who are putting all this dirt in these kids' heads nowadays, and these kids are following them like robots and, Antifa and all this other stupid stuff that's out there nowadays. Yeah, I'm talking about you stupid Antifa people. I'm sorry to get off topic a little bit, but yeah, Antifa is part of the problem too. These guys talk about fascism. No KKK, no fascist USA. What is that? Okay. First of all, you guys are the ones that are wearing the masks and looking like the KKK. Have you guys seen what the KKK looks like? Hello? They wore masks over their face and everything. They were the actual enemy at the time. I don't see that happening now, Antifa. We'll be talking about that on another time, though. That'll be another show. So, anyway, ending on the Star Wars Last Jedi, this is Jim Parker, the man of the hour. The man that knows what he's talking about, and my sidekick, Ray Shedinix. Ray, I was going to introduce you after I said my part. Gosh! Always do that. Can't you ever just... Gosh. Jeez.
Shut up!
Yes,
where the news is the news. Political news, gaming news, movie news. You get it here all on the Tim Parker Show. My name is Bubba.